Hi there, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B, and today we have a special show. I have a special guest, Marcela Garcia.
Hi guys.
Welcome. I've been waiting for this moment. Yes, it's been a long time coming. You guys that are barely tuning in for the first time or just getting onto the show, you'll get to meet Marcela Garcia a little bit better and what is it that she does here at D. Miller & Associates. I know some of you guys are also on the show, a very important show, because we're announcing the winner for the Christmas tree for the month of November. So it's too early, guys. We have to wait for a little bit of viewers to come on. So this is going to wait for a little bit. It's in good hands, I promise. So today we get to meet Marcela Garcia. Now, Marcela is a personal injury department manager and the mass tort department manager.
Yes.
Some heavy titles right there.
Yes, you guys definitely keep me busy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a long time coming, but I guess you guys definitely understand because she's very busy. But tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, where you're from, all that good stuff.
So I'm originally from the Houston area. I've actually been with the firm for 14 years. And I really enjoy working with not only our staff, but with all of our diverse clients.
Awesome. Well, you just said a cue word, 14 years.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's a long time. Talk about a true veteran here at D. Miller & Associates.
Yes.
Wow, that's something to be very proud of, and we're going to definitely get some of that wisdom knowledge from you here in a little bit of the 14 years. What did you learn in those 14 years? We're definitely going to dive in a little bit deeper on that. So I want to open up those lines of communication for you guys. If you guys have any questions for Marcela Garcia, she is the personal injury department manager and mass tort department manager. So any questions that you guys may have generally on what it is that we do or the type of cases that we take, anything like that, Marcela could definitely answer. Any type of attorney questions, we could definitely get those on here as well, and we'll have the attorneys answer on a private matter and a direct message as well. So we just had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we didn't have enough time even though we had a long time, right?
It flew by, definitely.
It flew by. So what did you do for the holidays?
I actually got a lot of rest. And I actually put up my Christmas decorations early this year. This is the first time ever I've done it right after Christmas, and
Awesome.
The kids were so happy about it.
It feels great, huh?
Yeah.
To be ready to go rock and roll for the holidays.
Yeah.
So I know if you guys get to look at our post as well as our Instagram page, you will see that D. Miller & Associates as well put all their trees up. I think we have a total of 5, plus this mini is 6. So take a look at our trees. I know that's awesome, and hopefully if you guys already have your Christmas tree, make sure you load up that picture on our comment section. We would love to see what your trees look like.
Oh,
cool. What's the color scheme and all that good stuff. So I'm going to ask you, Marcela, after Thanksgiving, it was Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, Black old Friday. Yeah. So what did you do for Black Friday? Now, we did have a post going up that you'll see on the screen here. Did you actually go shopping and fight those lines?
I did, but we've kind of made it a tradition to do it early. So what our family does is we eat early, and then my mom and I and my sister are usually hitting the stores on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Like Thursday evening. So yeah, I got it out of the way on Thursday. I got some really good deals.
Wow. Well, if you guys see on the screen, we definitely put a poll up for you guys. On the left-hand side, it is Attorney Sade Marks with the shopping bags, of course. That females love to go shopping. And on the right-hand side, it has the managing partner, Attorney Ramesh Raghuthaman. He was in bed. So if you guys have the chance to do the poll, I would love to hear what it is. The in bed actually is winning so far. I think it has like 67%. I was the one that was in bed.
Yeah, we definitely need that recharge for sure.
Yes, recharge. And a lot of you guys during Black Friday, during the holidays, I know I am always on social media. I don't know about yourself, if you were on social media, waiting in those lines or in bed. We also had another fun little post that you guys can go look at, which is Find Your Legal Hero. Now that post is going up. please take a moment to look at it. That also gets to challenge you to see if you remember what all of our attorneys look like that have been on the show. So it's almost like Where's Waldo? It's a lot of people on there. They're little, so make sure your glasses are on. But you get to find all 5 attorneys that we currently have. Hopefully one day we'll have that many attorneys, huh?
I know, how fun. That looks like fun. You guys got to check that out.
Yeah, check it out, and make sure you guys try to participate on that. So speaking of the holidays, a lot of people are driving in and out of town. I know I was one of them. I was driving to San Antonio. Unfortunately, I did see 2 really bad accidents on the way to San Antonio. So we did post on our Facebook some driving tips. Maybe not for you, the driver, but even the other people, because sometimes it's not yourself.
Right.
It's others. So how do you feel about these driving tips? I think it's a good idea, huh?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do that because in the busyness of our day-to-day routines, and especially when you throw the holidays in there, there's such a hustle and bustle going on around us. We do need to kind of stop and pay attention and be aware of sometimes these hazardous conditions on these roads.
Yeah, and the good thing is that we are in Texas, so we don't really experience much snow, but we also help other people in other cities and states that might experience snow,
Right.
sleet, all that good stuff, and that's not fun conditions to be driving in. So
Right.
please take a look at those driving tips, share it. Share it on your Facebook page with your family and friends, so that way we create a safe or safer environment here around us for ourselves and all of our loved ones that are driving. So we'll go ahead and go into the first question. I have some comments too. Wow, it's popping right now. So Maria saying, hello, Marcela.
Hi, Maria.
And then Chrisella saying, hi, Marcela. Hats
Hi.
off to managers like you who make things happen. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, already. Man, I was so tuned in with you guys that I didn't even get to see the comments. So our first question that we have here is Henry. Hi, Henry.
Hi.
So Henry's saying, who would I talk to during my case?
Well, the great thing about our firm is that you don't only have one person that you talk to through the duration of your case. You have a whole team of specialists that you can talk to. And just depending on what question that you want answered or you need a response to, you may be calling in for property damage. You may be calling in because you need help getting the appointment at your doctor's office, or you just have a question about the overall experience or what to expect in the next 3 to 6 months. You talk to that particular case manager that specializes in with that question that you have. So we break our department down into what we call phases. And so initially we have our intake department. They will get all your basic information. Then the case goes over to phase 2. These guys are investigators. They're our investigation department. They will help you with your property damage and making sure that claim gets resolved. Of course, finding a pocket to go after, making sure that liability is established early on. And then also we have a medical development department. So just depending on what you're calling in for, you want to call that specific case manager that is in that different phase that is going to answer that direct question depending on what you're calling in for.
So it doesn't sound like you have one dedicated person. You have almost like a family.
Right, a whole team.
A whole team.
Yeah.
And I know the same thing goes for our attorneys. When they come on the show, they say the same thing. You don't just get one attorney, you get all of us.
So it's like you have a specialist in every part of the case that you have. Even when you get down to when it's time to get you compensated for your losses, we have a whole team of what we call specialists that can answer your questions and make sure that they're getting you the responses that you need in order to make sure that your case is in the right hands and it's moving along, properly.
Which is great to hear. I know you guys would love to hear that. If and when you are needing our services, we are here, dedicated team members to help out. And I know we do have a couple more comments. Jennifer is saying, best manager.
Oh, thank you. I swear I didn't pay her to say that.
And then Mary Jane Garcia says, hi, Marcela.
Hi, Mary Jane.
And then Sean put a little heart.
Oh, I'm going to assume that's my baby, Sean.
So we got a lot of love here. So I know we were just talking about the team on personal injury and how there's a lot of case managers that help out, specialists. Now, if you guys had the pleasure of seeing our Meet the Team video, that was on Talk to Me Tuesday here on the 6th of November. We kind of are going to show it here on the screen. You kind of get to see what all these departments encompass. Now, it did have only one member of each phase, which it's not what the phase is made up of. You have a lot more.
We have a lot more
members. But do you want to give a brief overview? That video is airing right now. You did have, I believe it was Jennifer from phase 1, John from phase 2, Betsy from phase 3, and then we had attorney Sharday Marks representing phase 4 in the negotiations phase.
Right. A lot of our veterans in the last show. Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome. They did a great job, by the way. I really encourage you guys, if you didn't get a chance to catch that Talk to Me Tuesday, to go back and watch it. I mean, these guys really kind of laid the foundation for what we do and how we address these issues or these cases as they come in. They did a great job.
Yeah, they did do a great job. So you guys are more than welcome to go look at that full episode. It is almost an hour, so you guys get to see the knowledge that they get to bring to the table. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
I know
awesome.
You got to watch it as
Yeah.
well, right? It was awesome. Each member that was sitting in this chair really got to bring some value, so that way you guys and excuse the video, it's a little bit on fast mode, so I look like I'm going like running really fast. But they brought value on what it is that their phases, does and brings to the table. And we even got some good advice given from like phase 2 on what to look out for here in the future.
Yeah, they did a great job at breaking that down.
Yeah, they did a great job. So
so guys, not to cut you off, but just so you'll know, that's what your experience is like when you come to the firm. You get these passionate case managers or team leads that have been with the firm and dedicated so many years into what we do to make sure that they're catering to the needs of our clients. So that same passion that you see in that video, if you didn't watch it, again, watch it. Is what you get when you sign with us and when you become one of our clients.
Yeah, and I know that is really important, Marcela. The reason why whenever someone gets in some type of an accident, whether it's a motor vehicle or whether it's just something else, a slip and fall, it's a tough time.
It is.
And having someone passionate and sympathetic on the other side of the phone definitely helps the situation. It's not going to cure anything, but it helps. It really does.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that we break our department down into phases, because when things change with the laws, with law period or personal injury, the attorneys are ready to dig in and keep the training going on and keeping everybody up to speed with any new changes. And it's great for training purposes, so we can break them apart and train them individually on exactly what phase that they're working on, and it just works wonders for us. I mean, we used to do it. We used to work cases. One case manager worked the case from beginning to the end, but of course, as we grew and are continuing to grow, it was just best that we split it up that way, and our clients love it. They do really feel like they're getting their own specialist to cater to that specific need they're calling in for.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So that also goes a little bit more hand in hand with Henry's question of who would I be talking to during my case. And you're seeing here on the screen a couple of members. This is only 4 people of such a large firm that can give back. So I do have a couple comments. Aaron is saying, "Hey, MG."
Hi.
Chris is saying, "Marcela."
Hey.
She has a vision to see talent and extremely knowledgeable in the field. God bless Marcela.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you, Chris. And then Hatia is saying, "Hey, Marcela."
Hi, Tia. We miss you.
Oh, you have a lot of love in here. I love it. I love the interaction that you guys are giving our special guest, Marcela, today on our show.
And this just goes to show you that here at the firm, we are really a tight-knit family. I mean, even if you've only been here 36 months, 6 years, 10 years, we really create this special bond, and it shows, it reflects in the cases and our work product.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully one of these days on Talk to Me Tuesday, I can get more of the members here, maybe a panel style. Let me know if you guys would love to see that. An actual panel of 5 new members. So you get to meet all these different phases that we have the blessing to see every day, but you guys will get to hear on the phone. So that would be awesome. Maybe we'll make that happen Let me know how you guys feel about that. Put it on the comment section. We'll make it happen. I know a lot of you guys are right now on the show trying to see who the heroic behavior winner is. I think we should wait a little longer. Still,
little longer,
yeah. Still too new.
Yeah.
You guys will be winning a tree. I'm just kidding, not this
I was
little
like,
one.
wait, this one?
Not this little one, an actual tree. So we'll go into that. Keep being patient so that you guys can see who the winner is. We would love for you to be watching that. So Laura is also on. Hey, Laura.
Hi.
Laura is saying, do you only help people in the state of Texas?
No, we don't. We are actually a national law firm, so we have cases nationwide. We do work cases throughout the state of Texas, of course, but we have a variety of different cases throughout the states.
Awesome. So we're not just limited to the state of Texas. That's where our principal location is here, Houston, Texas. However, we do have also other satellite locations and some that are coming in 2019.
Yeah, we're excited about those, but currently we have a satellite office in Chicago, in Seattle, and again, we're about to release a few more, which are really exciting.
Yeah, that is very exciting for you guys. If you guys have any family member or friends that do not reside in Texas, that is okay. We're still able to help and answer any questions need be over the phone. Thank goodness for technology these days. I have another comment. This is from DeAndrea saying, fearless leader. Woo!
Hi,
so thank you for that. So the next question that we have, thank you for that, Laura. We have Naomi. Naomi's asking, what type of cases do you guys take?
Pretty much almost any injury case that you can imagine. I mean, 18-wheelers, commercial cases, where commercial, company hits you, 18-wheeler, hit, we've had an accident with 18-wheeler, slip and fall cases, injuries on, the job. There's just a variety of cases, pretty much any personal injury type case that you can think of.
So you guys will see on our post too, there is a post that we put on the type of cases, but if it is a case that isn't on there and you give us a call, we could definitely guide you in the right direction. I know we've had also from this program, immigration, criminal, and the attorneys have friends nationwide that they can also put you guys in the right direction.
Right.
So,
and even if you have some sort of incident, if it's not a motor vehicle accident, if it's just an incident and you don't know or you're not pretty sure if you can get some sort of compensation, call us, give us a call, let us get your information, and we'll definitely give you that feedback right away. We'd rather you get a consultation early on than let it sit a little while, and then it's going to be harder for us to pick up months down the line versus at least put in that call. We don't mind going through those details with you, and even if you don't have a case, we'll definitely point you in the right direction if you don't, and go from there.
And the good thing about what you just said, that consultation, there is no charge for that consultation. So if it's something we can help, please definitely take advantage of that consultation, and we can have our case managers help out and see how we can help. So Marcela Garcia here on Talk to Me Tuesday, Personal Injury Department Manager and Mass Tort Department Manager. Right now we're talking about personal injury. We're going to go into Mass Tort here in a little bit. So I want to open up those lines of communication for any questions that you guys may have for her. We're talking 14 years experience.
14 years. It's definitely been a wild ride, to say the least. I guess time flies when you're having fun. It doesn't seem like 14 years, but
yeah. You blinked and here we
are,
are, 14 years. So you have got a lot of knowledge and been able to work beside the attorneys as well, and kind of get to pick their brain on certain approaches and stuff like that, and it has made you so well-rounded as well.
Yeah, one of the things about our attorneys are that they are so hands-on. I can call these guys any time of night or day. If I have a question, a concern, a client concern, I can always reach out to these guys, and they are, or women.
Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, and they are more than happy to answer these questions. They love this. They live for this type of stuff.
Absolutely.
So they're more than willing to train and teach, and they're very hands-on.
So for those of you guys that have watched our show before, they sit in this chair and they say the exact same thing. It's not work for them. They love this. And they're also very hands-on with our clients. I mean, they actually speak to our clients on either the weekend or even during the week. So that's also beautiful.
And this is one of the reasons that we've been so blessed to have repeat clients. Like some of these guys, you know, we represent, and you know, we do well for them, and they come back years later if anything ever happens to them, or they send a family member our way, and that's great. We love that. That absolutely makes us proud that, you know, these guys are still thinking of us years later, you know, months later. Yeah.
What an awesome compliment. That is such a compliment to get, you know, someone's family member. They obviously felt super comfortable to also say, you know what, mom or dad, also give them a call, which it speaks highly. So we want to thank you guys. If any of you guys are watching that we have worked with before, or your family member, I want to say thank you, as well as Marcela Garcia. Thank you guys, because that is a great compliment. We have Barry on the line right now saying, what is the best number to call for more information?
So that number would be 713-850-8600, and we definitely will get your needs addressed.
Yeah, pretty easy number. I strongly suggest on here on the screen will be that phone number. We also will put it on the comment section with our address. But any of our posts that have our phone number, screenshot that, keep that on your phone, just so that you have that phone number. That would be awesome as well. The great thing, Marcela, is that technology nowadays, you don't only have to call us.
Right.
There's so many other ways.
So many forms of communication.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome. This being one of them, how we're communicating with you guys, direct messaging, or even in the comment section, you guys can reach out to us. And there's a lot other forms that you guys can also communicate.
Yeah, the great thing about technology is that, and actually our firm, is that we keep up with technology. We actually have a database now that if you're a current client of ours, and you can't, like Monty said earlier, you can't answer the phone where you're at work, but you have a question or you need to respond, our database actually allows us to text message you from the database, and your response falls right into your file. It's awesome.
What a blessing, because I know, like I was mentioning earlier, being at work or being hands-on in other things, you can't really answer your phone. Right now, I can't answer my phone. Could I see a message pop up? Absolutely. And that we can always go back to after we're done with the meeting or whatever, and reach out. And a text message takes literally maybe a second. Maybe. Some people are faster now, especially the kids of today's world. They're like, done. It's like a paragraph. So yeah, that's awesome that it goes right into your case. So if you guys ever either had or have a case, text message is one of the forms now.
Text, email. I mean, there's several forms of communication, but it's great that now we can track that conversation backward and forward in our file. It's there. You know, you lose your phone, you break your phone, and then you have no memory, or you have no history of what you had previously in your phone. The great thing about the setup that we have is that it falls right into your file, and we're able to, you know, go back and take a look at previous comments or text messages that we've sent to each other.
That is awesome. So Barry, you heard that number is on the screen, but there's also many other forms as well that you can also get a hold of us or any family member or friend if you guys have any type of question. We're here to definitely help. So next question that we have, I know. Ooh, we have a couple of comments as well. Question and comment. I'm just kidding. So a couple comments that we have. Chris says, Marcela promotes quality of work and assures we are thorough in every lead that comes through. Every detail in each client's inquiry is priority. You will be in good hands with D. Miller.
That's right. And one of the things about the cases that come in, even if you haven't signed with us, our motto is every lead matters every time. So even if you're just calling in for an inquiry, you want your questions answered, you don't know if you really have a viable case, we will take that time to answer those questions and make sure that you get the proper answers. Because look, if we can't help you that time, maybe next time we will be able to.
Yeah, you never know. We're here to help for sure. So every phone call, every person that reaches out, we're definitely going to touch that person in every which way. We have a comment here from Tony. Tony saying, what type of communication is preferred and what is the turnaround time for a response? Hey, ladies.
Hi. So usually the turnaround time in our department is that we usually require the case managers to respond within 24 to 48 hours of a call. Now, most of the time, the case managers are available to take those calls right then and there. But of course, sometimes because we have a lot of volume, it takes maybe a day or two to get back with you. But 24 to 48 hours is the usual time frame that you should see. If not, you can call me.
Yeah, there you go. Good rule of thumb. That 24 to 48 hours. Right. That's a great rule of thumb. I know sometimes, clients would like to know right then and there, and we understand. It is your life. It is how your health. We definitely understand. Right. We do our best to communicate as soon as possible. So if at all available, that 24-hour mark does not have to come. We'll pick up that phone as well.
Yes, yeah. We will. And again, if you're not getting the response that you desire and the time frame that you feel like it's just urgent, you can always reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to make sure that your issue gets resolved.
Yes, absolutely. You guys are in good hands. Again, 14 years. What else can we say? That speaks highly. So we have Attorney Darren Miller commented. Attorney Darren Miller saying, Marcela, so proud of what you are doing in all areas of the firm. What would you say is the biggest challenge in managing the personal injury department and our legal intake center?
Oh, that's an easy question. The biggest challenge is keeping up with you, sir. That is the biggest challenge. Oh my gosh, our boss is like on 100 every day, and it's so hard to keep up with him. But it's been great. He teaches us so much, and the great thing about that is he's on the go. He's always looking, for keeping up with everything that's going on. Prime example, these wildfire cases came out, or this issue happened in California, and we were on it right away. The main goal is to make sure that we're helping the people, make sure that we're helping our community, and just getting it done. So he's definitely hard to keep up with, but he's definitely steering us in the right direction.
So it sounds like a challenge, but it almost sounds like an amazing challenge, because you're able to, first of all, keep up with someone that has such an awesome mindset, but also help people in our community, in our society. Right. You just mentioned something, and I want to touch on that, Marcela, is the California wildfires. Mm-hmm. So we did put a post up last week sending our condolences, our prayers to those families that are going through this tough time. Right. It is the wildfires in the California area. Any family members or friends that are going through that, we are here for you to help you rebuild. It's still going on. Yeah. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about that. That's something a little bit newer to us, but not new to the firm, because we've taken these type of cases. So if you want to speak a little bit more about that.
All you Houstonians out there, look, not too long ago we were dealing with Harvey and all that came with that. And that was a devastation to our community, period. So when you're thinking about wildfires, some people may think, well, they're in California. It's just not close to us, some of us now. But think about Harvey and what we went through, and that's what these guys are going through in California right now. My heart goes out to these guys. These guys are definitely in our prayers, and we do want to help you guys. Most of these people are displaced. They've lost everything, their homes, they're injured. There's been some fatalities. It's horrible. So just think about that when you're thinking about those wildfires. And then it's the holidays. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine how it is to be displaced at that time.
Yeah, so we are here for those people in the California area. Even if you just want to give us a call and seeing how we can even help a family member or friend. We'll put more information as well on our Facebook page. Make sure you are actively following. We have a couple of videos and tips on how we can help. But we are here, and our prayers do go out to all of those that are still going through it. We're talking about a fires that are spreading, victims that have burns, and even animals and pets. Mm-hmm. This is pretty devastating, as you mentioned earlier, but we are here for those of you guys in California and having you guys in our thoughts and our prayers. Right. We do have a couple comments. This is Angie Adan Ruelas. Hi, ladies. Y'all do a great job. Thank you. Thank you, Angie. Andrea Sanchez, prayers for everyone affected from the fires. Yes, yes. And she put a little prayer hands and the little sad tear eye emoji. So thank you, and Andrea, for that as well. It's, coming together as a community, whether we're in Houston, praying or thoughts or quotes or anything goes a long way.
Right.
So the way we can help, and maybe we'll do something here shortly because we do a lot for the community. We just did something for our first responders locally.
Oh, I saw that. Yes,
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to say thank you to all the first responders, not only here in Houston, but specifically in California, who are putting their lives out there in the fires.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So thank you so much for that, Andrea. So I know a lot of you guys are here to kind of see who our little heroic behavior winner is. We're kind of on a roll here.
Yeah.
I think they should wait a little bit more. I'm
A
gonna put it
little
right
bit
here.
longer, I think
Look,
so, yeah.
it's in good hands. See,
Yeah,
it's right by
it's
the
not
door.
going anywhere.
So thank you guys that are commenting and asking those questions. We do have another question. So Barry, to answer your question a second ago, you got our phone number, you got our lines of communication. We're here, tech savvy, trying to communicate with any and everyone out there. So Cammie is asking you, hey Cammie.
Hi.
Cammie's asking, I slipped and fell at a store during Black Friday.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Can you guys help?
Oh, definitely. We do take slip and fall cases. Give us a call, and we'll definitely be happy to answer your questions and make you a client if possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So sorry you went through that during Black Friday. I know that's definitely not fun.
It's always chaotic on Black Friday. And then on top of that,
gosh.
to have an injury. Yeah, so sorry to hear that happen.
Yeah, so we can definitely help. Now, I know here in Talk to Me Tuesday, we've had attorneys speak specifically about the slip and fall. Now, Marcela, 14 years that you've been here with the company, what has been some of the things that the attorneys, even the attorney watching right now, the founding partner, Attorney Darren Miller, have taught you about the slip and fall cases and what makes them either unique, different? I know we don't really talk much about it, but what have you been taught about that?
Well, slip and fall cases can be really tricky. One thing I would say is if you are involved in a slip and fall incident, you definitely want to make sure that incident report is done that day. Now, depending on your injury, sometimes, you can't do that because you're getting rushed off to the hospital. But if you're able to get an incident report and have an employee, especially a manager, sign off on that incident report, that definitely helps us, get through your case. And if there's any videos, any witnesses, we'll work on the videos, but any witnesses around you that saw what happened, that is always definitely a plus for slip and fall cases.
So those are good tips. Let's repeat those tips. So you mentioned if they make a report in the store, it helps.
It helps.
But if they don't have it, it's okay.
But it's okay, yes. If they don't have it, it's okay.
Videos and picture also helps, but if they don't have it, it's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
What else? Anything else that would probably be some good tips?
Witness information. If there was someone around you that saw the incident occur, then definitely, if you can, of course, if you're too injured to do that, then we can still move forward. But if there's any witnesses around that you can get their phone number or actually get them to jot down a quick little statement about how our incident occurred, that would be great. But a phone number definitely would help our investigation team follow up with them and do what we have to do after that.
Yeah, awesome. Those are good tips. And that is for Cammie. We could definitely help you. And if you have or don't have those things, we could still help you. We'll have a case manager speak to you on all of those things and what we can do the next step.
Right.
Yeah, so that's Cammie. Thank you so much. We do have Walter. Walter's asking, what is some advice you would give someone during a case?
So I think if I would have to give someone some advice, I would say it would be to be patient. These cases definitely sometimes take some time to get done, to get settled. We like to be really thorough on our cases. We want to make sure we get every detail, every piece of evidence, and make sure that we're not rushing through the process. And so that's just one of the words of advice that I would give to any clients, just to be patient with the process.
Yeah, that's a great word of advice. Deep question, deep answer. So patience. Now, You did say you guys like to be thorough. It really just depends. During this time, like we mentioned a little bit before, it is a tough time.
Right.
And I know I've been in an accident before. You get just antsy. Like, I just want to know. I want to get better. Like, I just want to get back to being normal.
Right.
So we are here to guide the whole step of the way,
Right.
and almost handhold you through the whole process.
Yes, we are.
Typically, is there a certain amount of like time period or range that these cases normally take? If you could probably say something, or is that a hard question to ask?
That's actually a really good question to ask, and that question gets asked by most of our clients. How long is it going to take to get this behind me? I would have to say, quite honestly, that every case is so different that there's really not a time frame that I would feel comfortable with giving any particular client, because every case is so different. There's just a lot of different moving parts on the case, and many different things that we have to do to get you fairly compensated for your losses. So there's really not a time frame that I can put on it.
Case by case. I know it's also state by state,
right?
Because different states have, it's something called the statute of limitations, different time periods. But a lot of the attorneys, when they come on the show, they say, the quicker the better.
The quicker the better, yes.
Try not to wait too long,
right,
so that we don't run into that problem that
right,
we have to say, sorry, can't help.
Yeah.
So that's great advice. We do have a question here from Claudia Romo. Claudia is saying, what can be done if you got injured on the job and the insurance has denied coverage for therapy? That's a good question, Claudia.
That's a good question. So give us a call, and we would be more than happy to have one of our intake specialists answer those questions. One of our attorneys give you a call to answer that question more directly.
Now that there's probably a lot of details that we'll
right,
probably need for that, because it's on the job. There might be just a lot more things that it's better to have a hands-on conversation of the details.
Yeah,
right?
There's about 20 questions I can think off top just by the question that you asked. So again, I would advise you to go ahead and just call in, and so that we can take our time and be thorough about that investigation and the questions that we're responding the right way.
Yeah, we'll definitely reach out to you, Claudia, after the show directly, see if we can get some of those follow-up questions on things that we'll probably need for that consultation. So thank you so much, Claudia. So I want to kind of move on. We did mention not only personal injury, which we're kind of speaking about in the bulk. We spoke about the wildfires, that kind of goes encompassed under mass tort department. You're in charge of both.
Right.
What a pleasure. So the mass tort, we're going to put it on the screen right now. The type of torts or cases that we do take nationwide.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit more, since you're now in that department? I don't know, stuff about those torts. Any case that stands out to you being down there?
Well, right now, again, it would be the wildfire case. I can just go on and on about some of these torts that I'm just learning about. Again, I'm very new to the department, but it's really been exciting to learn about these torts and what's going on. And again, trying to help these people that have been affected by either these drugs or these medical devices. I guess one particular device would be Essure. That's the birth control device that's causing women lots of issues. It's really sad on some of these complications that they're having and how inexperienced some of these doctors were putting in this device or taking it out. So there's just a lot to talk about, a lot of torts that we can go over, but that's one that kind of sticks out to me.
Now, these torts that you guys see on the screen are the torts current within the last year and a half. Now, that does not say and limit us to those are the only torts we've ever done.
Right.
Within the 14 years that you've been with us and the 16 years that we've been as a company, there's been a lot more torts that you're not seeing on the screen. So I just want to be very transparent with you guys. Is there anything that you suggest for our viewers to kind of brush up on these things because, you know, we get prescriptions and we trust. You know,
Right.
we take and we go about our business. But look at these mass torts that you see on the screen. Is there any maybe advice that you would give for people to maybe brush up on some of these things?
Sure. Just like personal injury, how we advise these guys, if you don't know if you have a viable case, to call in right away, and we will definitely be glad to go over your questions and see if you qualify to become a client for any of these torts. The same thing with the torts. If you guys are taking some of these drugs that you see on the screen, or you have any of these medical devices implanted and you're not sure because maybe you're not experiencing any symptoms or you don't have a lot of complications, call us anyway. We do have some torts that we are currently working, like Essure and IVC filter, that you don't have to have any symptoms in order to become a client, in order for us to work your case and get you compensated for any damages. You may not be seeing any of those damages now, but you may start to experience them down the line, and we want to go ahead and get you, signed up and get your case moving so that we can have you all situated and squared away early on. So you don't necessarily have to have symptoms for any symptoms for some of these devices or drugs. Give us a call. We'll let you know if you qualify to become a client.
Yeah, and I know these cases are treated individually.
Yes, they are treated individually.
Yeah.
So,
you guys, if any of you guys, you're not going with a group of people, I know you guys may have seen some commercials on TV. Those are called more so of a class action.
Yes.
A group of people. This is all individual basis. And I know there's another great educational tip, which you mentioned to me off air, is there's a movie out.
Yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix. It's called The Bleeding Edge. Look, guys, I would encourage every single one of you guys out there to watch this documentary. It is an eye-opener. You see what some of these pharmaceutical companies, excuse me, I'm just so passionate about the subject.
Yeah, no worries.
These pharmaceutical companies are doing with these drugs that they're putting on the market that they know are hurting us, and these devices that they know are not safe, but they're putting them on the market because they're making lots and lots of money out of them. So I would encourage you to watch this documentary. It's only maybe an hour and a half long. It's on Netflix, and it is a huge eye-opener. You may not be taking any sort of medications or have any devices implanted, but I'm sure that you have, your parents may be taking medications, your siblings may have some of these devices implanted, and again, you don't necessarily have to have any side effects for some of these drugs or devices for us to move forward with your case.
So you guys see what the movie looks like, the little picture. It's on the screen right now on Netflix, so that you guys can go find it on Netflix. Click on it and take a look and watch that movie. It could be life-changing, game-changing, and make you just look at things in a different perspective, but we're here to definitely educate. So that is something pretty important. And if you have any questions, like Marcela said, give us a call.
Yeah, give us a
call. So awesome. Thank you for that. So we're getting kind of close to the heroic behavior.
Yay.
It is almost that time. Before we go into the winner, I know, you guys are waiting eagerly. Look, let me hold it in my hand. I'm going to keep seeing the comments here, but I'm going to hold it in my hand. So last month, we gave out a turkey and some sides fixings for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that was the heroic behavior. It's such a blessing to do things for the community. We're actually going to put the video live right now on air so that you can see the interview with the winner for the heroic behavior last month. Hi there. We're here with one of our winners for the heroic behavior, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. How are you? How does it feel to be a winner?
Really good.
Awesome. So we're here giving the heroic behavior a prize. So as you see here, I have a big turkey. So you guys got a turkey, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and I think green bean casserole is what we have in all these bags. You guys see these bags? We're giving them to her kids here. You see the kiddos and herself. So you guys get to enjoy Thanksgiving. amazing. Awesome. So thank you so much for participating. So I see you have a family to feed, so this is awesome. What is y'all's favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
Mostly the turkey.
The turkey's the winner.
Yes.
And how do you feel about the turkey? I think that's good. So this is our heroic behavior winner again for October. We gave her a turkey, and she is super happy, and so are the kids. Very nice to meet you guys, and thank you again for being a winner.
Nice to meet you too, and thank you.
Thank you. All right, so you guys got to see the video. We did an actual delivery at their house. Those bags that you see had the turkey in it. The one that I was carrying had the turkey, frozen turkey, heavy. So hopefully they definitely got to enjoy that with the family. There was kids around, a whole family inside. So we're super happy to put a smiling face on a heroic behavior winner for last month. Now that same smile we definitely want to see this month.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about what this month is. I know you guys are super eager to see who it is, but let's talk about it. So we do heroic behavior every month. This month we're giving a natural tree to put out in your living room. I know some of us already put out our trees.
Yeah.
I know you and I already did. But for those of you guys that haven't, we're going to be meeting the winner next Tuesday at the tree location to pick your beautiful tree. Now, all you had to do it was free. All you had to do was go like our page, go like the picture, share it on your Facebook, and share it with someone that you're going to be spending the holidays with. A super easy, free, a couple of steps, really easy peasy. So you guys are seeing that heroic behavior on the screen right now. With all due respect, we're going to go ahead and do that honor. Yeah. And I'm going to hand over the honor for you since it's your first. Congratulations. I know you were here on the show putting up some comments. So send us the hearts. You are the winner of a big, beautiful tree for the holidays for you and your family. We cannot wait to see you next Tuesday. Be ready because we will interview you live on how you feel about winning this awesome tree. Wow, that's awesome. That's super exciting. Yeah. I know we're doing it every single month, so next month's going to bring a different heroic behavior. Make sure you guys tune in. Share it as much as you guys can so we get that word out to everyone here in the community. Yeah. So now I always ask this question, Marcela, to everybody that comes on my show. If you had to leave our viewers with one tip or one piece of advice or one quote, anything you want to leave our viewers with, what would you leave them with?
That's a very difficult question because last time John showed us up on that question, John did an excellent job at schooling the audience on what to do for personal injury. Well, if I would have to answer that question, I think that one of the most important things is, and I've been expressing it throughout the show, is don't wait around to see if you have some sort of viable case. Call us. We are more than happy to go over those facts with you, those case facts with you, and let you know if you do have a solid case to move forward on, whether it be personal injury, whether it be mass tort. We are more than happy. That's what we're here for, to answer your questions and to let you know and steer you in the right direction. Sometimes we can't handle cases and they're just not in the scope of what we handle, which we handle pretty much everything. Yeah. But sometimes we do have to refer our leads over to maybe Houston Lawyers Referral Service because we just don't handle those type of cases. But we are more than happy to do that screening for you and steer you in the right direction if we can help you.
Yeah, so like she said, give us a call. That number is on the screen, 713-850-8600. Another thing you guys can do is any form of communication. We mentioned so many, whether it is through email, direct messaging, anything like that. Just give us a call the sooner you can so we can just get on the lines and advise you the best way. We do have Mary that commented and said, "What? Woohoo!
Yay!
Congratulations, Mary." So thank you for leaving our viewers with one last bit of advice or just anything just to kind of leave them with. We want to thank every single one of you guys for watching this show. It's been such an amazing show having you here for the first time. Getting all this love.
I know. I think I'm going to have to come back. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the questions. We love, this is what we do. We love doing it. and this is what we live for here.
Yeah. I couldn't agree any more with you. I want to thank all of the viewers for watching the show. I want to thank you guys for sharing the show with all your family and friends, because that is how we're able to make a difference with you guys and any common questions that anybody might have out there as well. So I want to thank you guys all for tuning in to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday with your host, Mari B.
Bye.